Can you return, teacher?
What do you need to know in case of evacuation?
Can you return the in front of that? In case of evacuation, we should leave our homes, so we should also become familiar with the guidelines for evacuation. Besides, plan safe place to meet our family and get to know the evacuation routes and shelters.
Mm, okay. And uh, have you ever been in the situation like evacuation?
Not yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you um, if you have chance to go on a flight
Yeah,
going by plane,
yeah,
you may have some guidelines, some directions
yeah,
for the evacuation by the cabin crew.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Right. So you can see some kind of evacuation situation, the
yeah,
demos of evacuation demo cases on
yeah,
YouTube when
yeah,
when a plane um, is about to landing, for example, or the plane is about to get in trouble
yeah,
in landing.
yeah.
And now let's speak. Can you please talk about a disaster which you knew with your friends?
I knew with my friends.
Mm. Just feel free to talk about the disaster.
Um,
You can make it up. It's
okay,
okay.
okay.
Just feel free.
Yeah,
You don't need time to prepare for your speech. You
okay. I
can
think,
yeah, you can share it with me directly now.
yeah, I also think so. Okay, I will start. Um, Last summer vacations, I heard from my friends that our hometown, Ving City,
Hmm.
has a disaster. Had a disaster. It is a uh, typhoons, and it is
Typhoons. Is
an
is that what you mean?
yeah. But I think I will talk about earthquake.
Oh, okay.
Um, it is occurs in my hometown. 11 a.m. on 9th September 20 and 19. Um, it is a terrible disaster that uh, that killed 100 people and 50 people get injured.
Mm,
Um, I'm, uh, a lot of properties of the citizen there has lost, uh, lost relatives, lost mom, lost dad, and lost sister and brothers. It is a big damage to the people who is still alive from that disasters.
Mm.
And I think um, through that disaster, we should raise out awareness about the disaster because it can occur in our place anytime, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to have some resolutions and the uh, resolutions to like uh, repair the damage or like encourage the people who lost their relatives or families. And I think people should have like emergency contacts and I think I will like mention you some advice when there when when like a disaster occurred in your
Mm-hmm.
place. Firstly, you have to have the emergency contact numbers to contact the help workers when we have a difficult situation or the situation that we don't want to. Secondly, uh, you have to prepare emergency kits include food, water, clothes, mobile phone, uh, um, let me see, uh, flash, flash, and some money.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, um, like, uh, thirdly, if you are in like a disaster, in a disaster, you have to shout for a help,
Mm-hmm. You need to
because
we need to shout down
yeah,
to call for help.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
And finally, I think uh, you can like uh, mention uh, to the government in your local areas that build like tempor- temporary shelters to make sure that if each time has disaster, the citizens still have the shelters to live so that they the citizen there uh, don't have to worry about the shortage of shelters or lose of clothes. And I
Mm.
and In short, I think that is the stories about a disaster which I knew with my friends in
Okay.
our hometown.
In your hometown.
Yeah,
I see. Right. But one more thing I need to tell you that you need to learn about the
yeah,
risks, the
yeah.
reason,
Yeah,
and the reasons why the disaster occurs in your
yeah, yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, and more importantly, um, you also need to know about the evacuation process
yeah,
when
yeah,
when a disaster comes.
yeah, yeah,
All right, to make sure that everything goes right when a disaster comes
yeah,
and your
yeah,
family members are safe during the
yeah,
disaster.
yeah, yeah,
Right, all right. Now, the last activity in our lesson today is
yeah,
now, firstly, I want you to look at the picture.
yeah.
Can you make a guess? What is it about?
Mm, because our unit is natural disaster, so I think this recording is about natural disaster in
And what kind of natural
like
disaster? Can you make it clearer?
I think maybe earthquake, uh,
Okay.
volcano erupted, or maybe typhoon.
hmm Is it possible to is it possible to occur a tsunami?
Yeah, maybe if like if we have earthquake, it usually has tsunami after it.
hmm Okay, right. Now, in this activity, you and I are about to listen to the news report.
Yeah,
Okay, and then we have questions 1 to 5, and there are some mistakes in
yeah,
these following sentences from 1 to 5.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
then we need to find out the mistake
yeah,
and correct them.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
okay, right. Are you ready to listen?
Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
An province was badly affected again when a typhoon hit the area last night. The storm began at around 11 p.m. and raged throughout the night. Dozens of people were seriously injured, and hundreds of others were left homeless. Severe winds caused extensive damage to property, including homes and businesses, particularly in Pulo, a coastal town in An. The storm had already weakened by the time emergency workers arrived in the area. Rescue operations have started, and many people trapped in collapsed or damaged buildings have been freed. Workers are now clearing up the debris left behind by the severe storm. The government has already sent rescue equipment to Ny An, as well as food and medical supplies. People left homeless have been taken to safe areas where temporary accommodation will be built to house them. The Weather Bureau has issued flood warnings for Ny An and nearby provinces as heavy rain is expected to continue over the next few days.
Can I listen again, teacher?
Nghệ An province was badly affected again when a typhoon hit the area last night. The storm began at around 11 p.m. and raged throughout the night. Dozens of people were seriously injured and hundreds of others were left homeless. The severe winds caused extensive damage to property, including homes and businesses, particularly in Cua Lo, a coastal town in Nghệ An. The storm had already weakened by the time emergency workers arrived in the area. Rescue operations have started, and many people trapped in collapsed or damaged buildings have been freed. Workers are now clearing up the debris left behind by the severe storm. The government has already sent rescue equipment to Nghệ An, as well as food and medical supplies. People left homeless have been taken to safe areas where temporary accommodation will be built to house them. The Weather Bureau has issued flood warnings for Nghệ An and nearby provinces as heavy rain is expected to continue over the next few days.
Skills 2.
Finished? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now tell me some mistakes in the statements from 1 to 5.
I think the first one, the mistake is early this morning, and we correct it into a typhoon hit Nghệ An province last night.
Okay, last night. Number 2.
Number 2, I think the mistake here is only a few people. We correct it into dozens of people.
Dozens of people. Okay, next.
Next, 3, I think the mistake here is worsen any damage. We correct it into there was extensive damage to property.
Okay.
Number 4, I think the mistake here is had not weakened. I think we correct it into had already weakened.
Okay.
And the last one, I think the mistake here is the area will be rain free. I think we correct it into the heavy rain will continue.
The heavy rain. Okay, the heavy rain, not heavy.
Yeah, heavy, yeah.
Right. Now, here is the homework that I will give you today.
Yeah.
The homework is about, have you or one of your family members experienced a natural disaster?
Yeah.
And can you please answer some kind of questions in the following table?
Yeah.
You can write it on your notebook.
Yeah.
So next time when I ask you about the homework, you can show me the notebook that you already did your homework, and also I need you to read it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's enough for today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, teacher.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye bye, and see you next time. Goodbye, teacher.
Ờ, có một thầy